Hello, beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight is. And I do. I love all of you so much. And right now, this is a beautiful breeze. So I hope it doesn't mess the sound up on my video. But anyway, I hope you're all getting out in nature. And this is such a beautiful park here. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman. Plus, you could give my videos a thumbs up, and you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't be afraid, don't be shy. Swing by and say hi, Starlight, by leaving Starlight a message down below. Beep, beep, beep. Plus, you could share my videos with your family, your friends. An alligator and a beaver. Yes, you could share my videos with them, and you can check out my playlist. Plus, you can find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman. And I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you. Yes, there's some of you that have been loving and supporting Starlight even before she started her YouTube channel. So I started putting videos out on Facebook long time ago. Well, I say long time ago, but it was just before I started my YouTube channel. So thank you to all of you that have been there from that time. You know, maybe you're even on Facebook that, you saw some of those crazy videos. So thank you, and all of you that are there here with me, loving and supporting me. Leave me a thumbs up, or even subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Or even those of you who share my videos, thank you all. And my new thing right now is, if you have any pets, do you have pets? Oh wow, look at, a lot of you guys have pets. I don't know what kind of pets, but if you would like to share a picture or a short little video clip of your pet, what is your pet doing? No, not that. Not, hey, we don't want pictures of your dog doing what? On the grass. No, not those kind of videos. But if you got like a short little video or a picture of a pet, it could be a snake, a bug, I don't care, they're a pet. An elephant, you got an elephant for a pet. Monkeys, you're picking on your kids, aren't you? So no. So if you'd like to share any of your pictures or a short little video, you can send that to me on either Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. But if you are interested in doing that, please, because I don't really get very many messages, you can leave me a message on that video and say, Starlight, I sent a picture of my kangaroo on your Instagram, and I would love to have my pet kangaroo on your YouTube channel. So great, yes. So yes, you could share those on Instagram or Facebook. And now we're gonna get to this video, this message today. I never know. Sometimes ants do bite you. I got some salt on my feet. They love to have salt. So anyway, I love you so much, and today's video, the message today is so freaking important. You ready? Be careful who you listen to. Be careful who you listen to. This is, throughout history, we've been lied to. If you don't know that, I'm letting you know now. But Starlight, you said to be careful who you listen to. I am a life coach and a teacher and influencer to help you, to guide you. That's what I do. So you can listen to Starlight here. Starlight is only Starlight is just helping you to really give you messages to be careful who you listen to. Throughout history, like I was saying, is that we all been lied to. We've been programmed to believe a lot of shit that's not real. A lot of shit's, a lot of lies out there that we've been told to believe is the truth. Now on my YouTube channel, I might make a video and you might say, but Starlight, that's not true what you're saying on your video. You got to understand, as for me being a teacher and influencer, I am putting out what I've been told is to be the truth, and we're all growing, we're all at different levels. So I might be in some place on my journey, whoops, sorry, I'm sweating here, and where that was what I was told was the truth. So that means we all got growing to do. So I am doing my very best on my YouTube channel as far as in my situation. Believe me, this is not your everyday YouTube channel where I don't have a webcam. I am using my phone. I'm in my car. I don't have an apartment to do this, so I am doing the best that I can do. Sometimes I don't have Wi-Fi connection here. So this video, like I said, is about be careful who you listen to. There's a force out there that goes against everything that we are doing. We're changing our life, letting go of things, letting go of people, letting go of bad habits, things that we've done that we thought were good. Like Starlight has been working on herself for years, my whole life, but really since COVID, and I don't even know what year that was, everything turned around for Starlight. Starlight was going the wrong direction, and God, the universe, turned me around and said, no, Starlight, you were totally on the wrong path. So, and that is why I am doing what I'm doing now, is because I am right where the universe wants me, right here, right now. I just got a confirmation today by a number letting me know is you are right where you belong. So there, I am right where I belong. It doesn't matter what other people believe or think. It's what I'm listening to the universe. I'm listening to God. So you gotta really, there's times we can get great help from people like Starlight, and like with me, I get amazing help by my mentor, is that there are people out there that are doing wonderful jobs out there on their YouTube channel or even on Facebook by inspiring people and helping people out. Yay for all these people out here, including myself, that are helping other people to, let go of some things that are tripping you up. And you know what? I can make a video, but it's up to you what you do with it. You might not be ready to let go of marijuana right now. That's okay. That it's when you got to do it when you're ready. Hang on, Starlight's got to, this is part of self-love. When you feel thirsty, drink. So you could have family members, you want to go this way, you're going this way, and you could have family members that are trying to pull you back. Come on. No, you can't go that way, Starlight. No. Here, we want to pull you back. Here. Come on, we're going to just pull you back, like a tug of war, just trying to pull, you back. And you got to pay attention to this stuff. You got people, Starlight's over there trying to go this way, but there's people trying, come on, Starlight, come on, we can get you. And Starlight's like, no, I'm right where God wants me. God wants me to go this direction, but you're going to have people trying to pull you back to where you came from, what you were doing, where you lived, and so you got to really be careful with this, is that not everyone out there, they could say they love you, and they could really love you, but there's people out there that they want to control you for their own, what they want you for. They want to control you. They want to pull you back, where you can't do what God wants you to do. Because if if Starlight just went back to New York, what a mess that would be. That would be an absolute mess. But, so you got to listen to your heart, your intuition, and, number one, God. What does God want you to do? So it's God first, the universe first. God says, Starlight, keep on teaching and inspiring people. Keep on working on yourself. Keep on doing your chakras. Starlight, keep on meditating. Starlight, keep on going out on hiking trails. Keep on, doing all these things. But there's going to be people that are going to tell us to do something totally different. No, Starlight, you don't have to do that. So you got to watch out for this, is that you got to, you have to understand God gave us all a free will. So God first, what does God want you to do? Does it line up with what your family wants you to do, or your friends, or your boss? How about the people at the church? Is it, just because you go to church, it doesn't mean what they are telling you to do lines up with what God wants you to do. So you got to really be mindful. And I just recently made a video about, actually a couple videos, because I love you so much and I care about you. I want to make sure you are all safe. So got to be careful. There's people that, there's, a force out there that they don't want you to be safe. They're gonna, you might say, hey, watch out, like have safe boundaries, keep an eye out, not to get scared, but it's wise. You could pray and say, God, please protect me. And I do this every day when I get behind my wheel, my steering wheel. So for instance, I could wake up in the morning, like I do every morning, and pray to Archangel Michael, God, Archangel Raphael, please put a triple shield of protection around me and other people, so when I drive, I am protected. But now, what do you think? What do you think? So I am praying for protection. Now, I prayed, right? I prayed this morning, before I before I left the parking lot or wherever I am. And I prayed, trusting and believing that I am going to be protected through the archangels and God. And so I am driving down the road. There's Starlight driving down the road. And the speed limit sign says 55. Now, I already prayed, right? I did pray. I prayed. And but Starlight is a hot rod chick. I'm just making this stuff up. So instead of going 55, I decided to go 75. What do you think? Do you think God's going to still protect me? Oh, but Starlight, what? Who said that? I hear somebody. Starlight? Huh? What? You prayed. Don't worry, God's going to protect you. Oh, okay, so I'm driving. Yeah, the speed limit says 55, and I'm driving down the road, and here, what Starlight's got to get her foot on the gas, and Starlight's like, I thought God was going to protect me. I got in a car accident. We're just playing pretend here, which actually could have happened yesterday. I could have gotten in an accident yesterday, because when in the video, there was a cop that turned around right where I said there was like 3 people that died in the area. 2 was because of the roads. It's a dangerous spot. And the police turned around, went that way, and I would have been already on that road at that time. So because I listened to my intuition and made my video, Starlight is here today alive. Because I listened to my intuition. Your intuition will save your life if you learn to listen to it. Keep you safe. So anyway, so somebody's like, yeah, Starlight, you prayed. You don't worry about it. You're protected, Starlight. Is that so? How many of you think I did pray? But Starlight, what? What was that? Starlight, you weren't being wise. The speed limit said 55. You were going 75. Now you're putting yourself, God wants me to love myself, to keep myself safe. So I have learned on this journey just today is, before this time here, Starlight did not love herself. And you would not believe, Starlight put herself in such risky situations in her life. Horrible stuff. And I wasn't praying those years. But you think, oh, what was that? God will protect you, Starlight, don't worry. But you know what? When we do things and we're not keeping ourselves safe, and we're not like, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna drink and drive. Hey, I prayed, hey, what was that? Yeah, you prayed, Starlight, don't worry, you can drink and drive, God's gonna protect you. Oh, yeah. I prayed. I did my I am affirmations this morning. I am safe. I am safe. You know, yes, I do my I am affirmations. But guess what? God wants us to be responsible and to be wise on what we do. That means, yes, it's great that you're praying. It's great that you're doing the I am affirmations. But we got to make wise decisions on what we're doing, right? It's just like people that go to work. I know a lot of people that do this. They got like a work crew, and the owner of the work crew, which wouldn't be wise, he might be a person that likes to smoke marijuana. And so when they go on their lunch break, the crew might actually, like he's all like, yeah, I'm cool about you smoking marijuana, because I noticed this a while back. So what company is this? Oh, well, you know what? It's no big deal. God's going to protect them. They work on a roof. They were way up there on top of a roof. Don't worry. God's going to protect them, whether they prayed or not, right? How many people lose their lives even if they did pray to God, God protect me, but they didn't do the right thing? They weren't being wise. Like there was a horrible accident that happened in New York, and it was really horrible. It was a limousine guy, and he, his job is to make sure everything with the limousine is good. Well, guess what? God did not protect him or the people in the limousine. Sadly to say. And my heart goes out to all these people. These were young people. Their lives were just starting. The guy that owned the limousine didn't take care of the car. Didn't make sure, the brakes were bad. What was that? Oh, don't worry. God, those people are protected. No. We got to be wise. God will protect us, but God wants us to make wise decisions. We got to make wise choices in our life. It's not, just because you think God's going to protect your ass, it doesn't mean that it's okay for you to get behind of a steering wheel smoking marijuana. It's not okay for you to go behind a wheel and drinking alcohol thinking that, hey, nothing's going to happen to me. Starlight put herself in such risk. I mean, I started off my life like this. Being 16, living on the streets, bam, that quick things were happening, So since I started out, and coming to planet Earth from her, whatever planet I came from, I didn't know what being safe was. I didn't know what a safe environment was. I didn't grow up in a safe environment growing up, Even when I got out of my family's house, I wasn't in a safe environment. I didn't know how to, But I'll tell you what, God's teaching me now how to protect my ass. Yes, Starlight, pray to me, but that doesn't mean that I can do foolish things and think, hey, God, you're going to protect me. I just drink, man, if I drank, I'll tell you what, I couldn't even handle 3 bottles of beer or 3. If I drink 3 glasses of wine or beer, woo, or smoke some marijuana and wait, get behind the steering wheel, woo, So, yes, God will protect us, but we need to learn our lessons in life by making sure, how about the kind of company you keep? You're thinking, hey, I'm safe, I'm protected, I am protected. I did my I ams this morning. I am protected. But your intuition says don't go with those kind of people. You went with those people before, and they did a lot of crazy shit, right? Drinking and driving. and now, you know, they want to invite you to a party. Your intuition's like, you remember what happened last time, you know? They were fighting, they were getting jealous over this girl, you know, it wasn't cool. Is that you have to be wise and make better decisions. If you're not making wise decisions now, this is a video to help you out. Is, yeah, God will protect us, but it's a lesson that we need to learn when our intuition, our gut, and God, and you know, there's times many things are trying to stop us from going somewhere, and we don't get the message. We don't get the, red flags. We ignore the red flags and just keep on doing what we think and thinking, I'm invisible, nothing's going to happen. That's why teenagers get in a lot of trouble. They don't understand that, they're at a huge risk, because everybody wants the teenagers, The military wants the teenagers. The school, want the teenagers. The churches, they want, so they're at a high risk. Porn industries want the teenagers. Even those live chats, they're at a huge risk. So it's like if you went somewhere, on a hiking trail, it's great to go hiking. There's hiking places that I've gone to. It will say, they will have signs like, this area, don't go in this spot here, there's rattlesnakes. They want you to come out to the hiking trails, but they know, man, in this area here, you don't want to go over here. But would you freaking believe it? There's some people, they'll go there. Even though there's signs that says, rattlesnakes, do not enter, don't go over here, be warning, there's rattlesnakes. But they will go in there to brave it, to show off, Do you think they're going to be protected? They might have just a lesson to learn. And it's sad, because that lesson might cause their life. They might not be able to get the help that they need on time. Nobody might have the things that they need to help them out. They might not be able to get a helicopter up there because they're up on top of a mountain, because I've known a lot of snakes, they love being up on the mountains, for some reason. So we do have to be wise. Yes, God will protect us, but God wants us to make, good decisions and safe decisions, safe choices in our reality. Is, make sure, like with your kids, you're teaching that to your kids to, to be safe. So I love you so much. Is do the I am affirmations, pray to God like I do, but like yesterday, I could have been squished, because I'm telling you, I watched my video today, and I did see a cop car turn around, and I wouldn't even have been there setting up for a video. I would have already been in my car, already down the road, and that could have been me. But I listened to my intuition, which I was heading to my car to head out of the park, where they've already lost 2 people's lives on that road. And I don't know if anybody died in that accident, but something pulled me back to get back at the bench and make a video. And then the ambulance went by as I was making a video, So that could have been Starlight if I didn't listen to my intuition. So listen to your gut, listen to, obey God, pray to God, but make wise decisions. Don't do foolish things, There are high risk out there, I could go on and on about things, even like protecting yourself with STDs. I don't need a condom, Starlight. Well, okay, I'm not, that's not going to affect me at all. Okay, so be safe out there, have fun, but take the extra precautions into being safe. Keep yourself safe and teach your kids, like, no, that's a dangerous thing to do, There's a lot of risk takers out there. It's great to be a risk taker, but there's some people, they go past the line. There's a line. It's great to, let love guide you and not fear. It's good to face your fears. It's good to let go of fear and not be afraid. But there's some people, they cross that line where on the other side they don't make it. They pushed it to the limits, far beyond the limits, and they're no longer here. So you got to be wise. You know, like I said, with the kind of people that you spend time with, you know, they're not always the greatest company. So be careful what you hear, what people say to you when they say, hey, you know, God's going to protect you. You did your I am affirmations today. You pray to God. God, don't worry, you got this. No, you got to make right decisions. You don't want to go somewhere, like if there's a gang, you know, of men in a city somewhere, do you think it's a wise thing to just walk there at nighttime knowing that, you know, shit's there, you know, and they're doing drugs? You know, is it a wise decision to do? No. Let love guide you, not fear, but use your head. Don't do something that you're going to regret later on. So anyway, I love you so much, and this is Starlight. So think before you do things. Yes, God wants to protect you and can protect you, but there's times that there's lessons we need to learn, you know. So be wise of what you do and where you go and all this stuff. I love you so much. This is Starlight, and Starlight. So anyway, I love you. You can give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you can leave me a message down below, beep, 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 and you can share my videos with your family, your friends. A tiger and a giraffe. Plus, you can also check out my playlist, and you can find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman's Starlight. So keep on praying, keep on doing the I am affirmations, but don't, you know, be wise in what you do. You know, it's like 3 strikes, you're out. So you're going to go for the 4th one, right? No, you don't want to go, you know, because that might be the last. So I love you so much. This is Starlight. Namaste. This is Starlight, love, light, and peace.